How to perform a local migration cutover on a Windows host on Cirrus Data Cloud. Here we have a migration session already created for this demonstration. This is a local migration session migrating from one volume to another on the same Windows host. Since this is a live migration, all application changes are directly reflected on the change data map. Once the initial synchronization has completed, we are ready for cutover. Let's review the migration cutover process concepts first. The first stage is, we need to wait for initial synchronization to complete, which already happened in the demo just now. With Cirrus Migrate Cloud, data is migrating to the storage destination without any application downtime. As soon as the initial synchronization has completed, we can enter C-motion to prepare for cutover. C-motion is a reversible state where Cirrus Migrate Cloud redirects all I/O to the destination volumes without requiring any application downtime. This allows users to immediately benefit from the new storage even before a cutover can be scheduled. With Cirrus Data's patented TDI technology, C-motion transparently redirects production I/O to the destination storage. Next, we'll finalize cutover on Cirrus Data Cloud, and this will make the workload redirection permanent. When it's time for final cutover, we'll briefly bring the application and the migrated source volume offline, complete the migration, and bring the application online again. The production workload will be accessing the destination device directly. Now that we've covered all these steps on performing a Windows local migration cutover, let's go back to the Cirrus Data Cloud portal and complete the cutover process. Guided cutover process on Cirrus Data Cloud. After initial synchronization has completed, you can use Cirrus Data Cloud's cutover guide to complete the process interactively. Click on the Start Guided Cutover Process button. Any applicable cutover guides will be available for selection here. The availability of these guides depends on your migration type, host environment, host configuration, applications, and source and destination storage type. In our case, let's select a generic Windows Data Volume Cutover Guide for this scenario. Click on Start Cutover Guide. The first step is to enter C-motion. Click on Trigger C-motion. While in C-motion, production I/O is still live. Now let's create a new file called After C-motion. We'll later confirm that the data does go to the destination storage directly. Coming back to the cutover guide, you can find that C-motion has already been performed, as well as who did it and at what time. Next, let's finalize cutover. Click on the Finalize Cutover button and continue. At any time, if you're skipping a step, you must provide the reason for the record. This information will appear in your migration report. In our case, let's continue to follow the instructions and briefly bring the volumes offline. Right after that, we'll complete the session and remount the destination storage immediately. Right-click on Disk Management and select Rescan Disks. The destination volume, Disk 2, is now visible with a valid partition, so we'll right-click on the disk and bring it online. Just like that, the production application is now running on the destination storage. Migration is now complete. You can also generate a migration report that includes detailed information about the migration operation. You can view it or print it out for a permanent record at any time. If you need support, you can visit Cirrus Data's Customer Center by clicking the Help button at the bottom right on Cirrus Data Cloud to bring up the Customer Center Support and Knowledge Base panel at any time. And this concludes the demo. We've successfully completed a local migration cutover on a Windows host.